So as I mentioned in the Kopaka video, this is my Matoro revamp that is using a Kopaka head because I don't have Matoro's head. So let's take a gander at Matoro Dana Talvik version. So this one is actually one of my more complicated builds, and to show it better, we're going to remove its limbs. Because its limbs are the simple part, but the torso is complicated, so I need them out of the way to show off the torso better. So the whole build was based around, I wanted to use this foot piece as a torso, because I believe Matoro Mari has a foot piece on the torso, so it's like, I want to do that. So the whole build is just this mess of Technic parts. The neck is achieved by using this, not Borak, Matoran arm piece. I believe that was the first use of this. The head is done by slapping Kopaka's mask on a Glatorian head because I was out of... I found more heads, but I couldn't find more brain stems for the heads. So I was just using a Glatorian head instead because I couldn't find the brain stems. The torso is pretty complicated. I don't think there's an easy way to show everything off, but basically there's this assembly that's held in by the shoulder joints, and there's this assembly that's held in by these parts, and then there's this assembly that holds onto Glatorian neck piece that connects to the waist parts. And the problem with the waist is that I couldn't get it locked in a good position, so it likes to slide around, and then if that slides around, it messes up everything. So let's get them put back together. While I do that, I can show off some of the articulation. He has ball-jointed shoulders, hinge-jointed elbows, and hinge-jointed wrists, because I was out of the piece to give him ball joints in those spots, so I just used the hinge-jointed piece. Same with this arm, and his big sword. Wanted to give him a big sword because that was like the Anika, they had the big light-up swords, so I gave him a big sword. The legs have hinge joint, knees, ball joint hips, and ball joint ankle, but they have to be positioned at a weird way because the leg armor and the ankle joint, well, the leg armor and the foot piece clash with each other, so they have to be at a weird angle in order for him to stand. And then, unlike all of my other builds, he has torso articulation because of the way that his hips are made, so he can rotate at the torso, which is pretty cool. I did that design before LEGO made the Uniter torsos, so I got that out of it. So that's my Matoro. He looks awkward a lot of the time because a lot of his stuff clashes. So it's hard to get him in a pose where he looks good. It's not the best design, but I was trying to go for the Toomari look, which the Toomari look, he's like a skeleton man, so I thought it made sense. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one.